Alright, what's going on, everybody? You guys know who I am, Bernie, also known as Weeknd Bandit. This is my friend Marc.
What's up, guys? How you doing?
Yeah, we're in his garage, just so you know. And probably every other podcast is going to be like a different environment, different background. We have his FK8 in the back. I still got to do a review on. But there's a couple topics that we're going to be talking about today. One of my topics that I came up with was East Coast versus West Coast kind of car scene. So what's your opinion on East Coast and West Coast car scene?
Well, you know, growing up in the West Coast my whole life, it's completely different, to be honest. But it's like you can't really hate on one or the other because it's two different lifestyles, you know. Over there, you get a lot of, I mean, I don't want to say high-end, like, cool builds, because you get those here, too, in Florida. But it's real personal, and it's different. I mean, I love the character that Florida brings. Out here, you can do so much to your car, and you don't have any regulations that Cali does, you know? I mean, as far as the exhaust laws and, you know, having modified vehicles and how loud your car can be, I feel like in Florida, they're just way more lenient out here, which is cool.
Yeah.
And I like that about Florida.
Yeah. Well, since I lived in Cali, I lived in San Diego for about like 6 years. 5 years were mostly in the military. The other year was when I got out. I just tried to like live out there, but cost of living was way too high and everything. But thing that I like see differently when I moved out here, I feel like everybody is so much like more as a family. Like, yeah, everybody is like so close knit. Like.
That's true, that's true. I feel like in Cali they have cliques, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
In Cali it's like you gotta be part of this clique or that clique, and like even if you try to introduce yourself to them and say what's up, it's kind of like they kind of shut you out a little bit.
Yeah, exactly. Because like I used to go to car meets all the time, and like just the car scene over there was just completely different than out here. Over there, there were ratchet meets, but everybody knew what the ratchet meet was. It's just like out here. But yeah, right. Let me get more beer.
Cheers. It's Modelo time.
Modelo time.
Dude, it's hot in this garage, guys. Forgive us if we're sweating.
But for example, like, I just feel like the car scene over there was more like people didn't drive their cars all the time like they do out here. Like over there, people kept their cars in garages and they kept like really good care. Yeah, they took really good care of their cars and stuff. And like out here, for example, like I daily drive my right-hand drive Civic. Like daily drive it, and whatever issues comes with it, like I fix it that night or I fix it the next day. Like it's if another person, if a Cali person had my car, it'd be like garage queen, like only on the weekends.
It would never see the rain.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean? Always in the garage. I daily my CTR also, and the car prior to this I daily did. I was in 98 JDM right-hand drive ITR, and that was daily driven also. I can't see having a dope car and not taking it on the streets every day.
Exactly. And enjoying it.
Yeah, I love driving in the rain, so it's always been fun.
So like, I don't know, it's the West Coast car scene is cool. They have all the big like manufacturers. They got all the big like, you know, companies like Skunk. You know, the Skunk too.
Right. It's local to them.
Yeah.
You know, they're all there.
Yeah. You know? Freaking, you got Saban. You got the original Honda Day. Well, not Honda Day, but Ibach. You got the original Ibach.
One thing I will say about Cali though is that they do have the doper meats.
Yeah, right? they got the more official, like the Chronicles is out there.
Yeah, you know, the Super Ill.
Yeah, exactly. Like Fat Lace, all that.
Like, you will catch those out in Cali. In Florida, you know, sometimes you miss those kind of things because you'll be here and you'll be on social media and you'll see all these really cool car meets going down, and I mean it's far. You know, you're not going to drive 2,000 miles to go kick it.
Yeah, exactly. The only meet I do regret not going to is Super Street. They used to have a Super Street meet like once a year downtown LA. Like I heard it was the meet of like the year that you had to go to. You can't miss.
Was that at Peterson? No.
Peterson Museum was something else.
That's Super Ill, I think.
No, I'm not sure actually, but I know that they do a couple meets over there, but I don't know exactly what meets. But yeah, Super Street was just a meet that you couldn't miss. And it's like the only thing I regret not going to.
Were you in Cali at the time when that happened?
Yeah, I missed 2 of them.
Oh dang.
Yeah.
You know what I regret is I grew up in Cali my whole life, and I moved here 3 years ago, and my whole time there, I never went to an IBOC meet.
Really?
Yeah. Do you think about that?
That's crazy.
That is intense. I moved here in 2016, and prior to that, never went to an IBOC meet. I went to all the little meets, you know, around town, but never IBOC.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel you, man. Like, I didn't go to the IBOC meet where it was at the IBOC factory. I went to the IBOC meet where it was Lake Elsinore, I believe.
Lake Elsinore.
It's either the IBOC meet or something else. I forgot what meet they held there, too.
That sounds right, Lake Elsinore.
Yeah, that it's like between, I think it's Riverside and San Diego. Or like Temecula.
That's way down there.
Yeah, exactly.
Going down in that direction.
Yeah, man. But I don't know, the environment over there is cool. Like, everybody knows that if you're into racing, you're into racing. If you're into the car meet scene, you're into the car meet scene.
Right.
Like, they don't really like mix each other. Like, yeah, sometimes the street races will go to the car meet, but it's like all the ratchet people do the races, and they want to do that at a car meet. But most of the time, like, everybody that goes to a car meet is just there for a car meet. They don't like really do races. It's probably like 1 or 2 people that race after the freaking car meet. Yeah, like everybody does like pulls, and everybody like, you know, does burnouts and stuff like after the car meet, but nobody really goes and race.
Are we talking about like street racing or like track?
No, like street racing.
Street racing.
Yeah. Like out here, if you go to a meet, like, expect to be going to the street races afterwards, kind of.
it's like a given. Like,
yeah, exactly. And it's kind of like, it's kind of sad because out here in Orlando, it's more like, if you go to a car meet and like, I don't know, freaking, just a random meet, like Home Depot or something, then you know that you're gonna go to the street races, and you know if it's on a Friday night or a Saturday night, it's the street races, dog. Like, that's just how it is.
You know,
but
I've never been to the street races in Florida. How is it? Is it like, is it sketch? Like,
it's very sketch.
So cops are swarming the place.
Yeah.
Wow.
All the time, dude. It's funny as hell, because it's like, we'll go to the meet, the cops are there, or like we'll sit there for like 5 minutes, the cops will be like, you ain't gotta go home, but you gotta get out of here.
They're not like impounding cars.
No, they're not. They don't impound cars.
In LA, they'll do that.
Oh yeah, I know that because
they'll trap you in, and like no one's leaving.
Yeah, exactly. Because like all the exhaust laws and like everything, bro.
Everyone's hood's popped open. Yeah. Like no one's getting. Everybody's 10 tow trucks on the way.
Exactly. Everybody's getting towed or impounded or something.
Don't go street racing in Cali.
Yeah, except San Diego 905. I remember those days. I remember those days. Those, you know, it was funny because we go to the street races every Sunday night, bro. I went every Sunday night for like a year, bro. It was ridiculous. Yeah, and that's ridiculous. And there's a freeway called the 905, and it was like literally a mile away from the border. Like, we went to the back of the warehouses, and then if you keep going to the back of the warehouses, like the last warehouse, you'll see the fucking big ass fence with with Mexico on the other side, dog. Yeah, it is crazy.
So they can totally hear your cars. Just
of course. And we'll get border patrol over there, like calling us out on street races and stuff. It's funny, dude.
That's pretty dope. Yeah, I've never been to street races in San Diego at all. Had a few experiences in Cali with street races, and it just seemed so risky that I didn't really want to go. I mean, you felt kind of threatened, like oh, should cops are gonna get you, you go to jail. There's just too much to risk, especially, you know, you have a job, you don't want to get
exactly
those kind of things.
What part of Cali did you stay in?
I lived in West Covina. I don't know if you guys know where that is, but that's maybe about 20 minutes out of actual downtown LA. 30 minutes, 60 freeway all the way. I know there's a lot of Filipino people out in that direction. My family's still out there, but the car scene's pretty good out there. There's a lot of meets. I see a lot of CTR meets that go down in that general area. Out here, not so much. You get the occasional meet at Ace Cafe, but that's, you know, once every 2 months. But definitely the car scene there is pretty cool.
Yeah, Ace Cafe is where it's popping out here.
It is,
like,
actually.
It's like the only place where you know that it's legit just a meet.
Yeah.
And like, you'll go cruise, hang out, have a beer, have some food, and then it's like you'll just chill. Like, it's good vibes all around, you know.
Yeah, and people get to, you know, you can drink, and the cool thing is people can go onto the parking lot and enjoy looking at the cars while they're drinking. There's not too many places you could do that.
Exactly.
So it's a fun spot.
But sorry guys, I'm not like doing anything otherwise.
Okay.
But there was a couple questions that you guys asked me on Instagram because I posted on Instagram and I was like, yo, like give me some questions that I could ask in the podcast or like I could talk about. And
what we got?
Yeah, we got a couple.
What we got? Yeah, I think I slept on shit earlier.
There were. That's disgusting.
Let's hope it's not.
All right. Sailor Rice Miata said, please talk about takeovers and how it could potentially turn us into California. So, in regards to that, like takeovers, like
What do you mean takeovers?
okay, so in California, I'm gonna tell you about like a couple takeovers I've gone to in LA actually. It was like Compton, and it was like all the rough neighborhoods, like where all the takeovers were taking place.
Wait, what are we talking about though? What is a takeover?
I'll explain it to you.
Gotcha.
The takeover is basically when people go to like warehouses and shit and then do donuts and burnouts and shit like that and like race.
Like abandoned places or like
no,
just
like
late at night?
Yeah, late at night. Like
Okay.
like 12 is when it starts.
Gotcha.
You know? So over there, takeovers is completely different from street racing. Because it's like a group of people, like probably 100, 200 people that are at these fucking like takeovers,
Right.
and they're all like doing donuts, crashing into other people's cars, like hitting people, like just some reckless, crazy shit, you know?
Just a place to be ratchet with your
Yeah,
car.
bro, ratchet, like pure ratchetness. And it's like the guys will go over there and just do all that crazy stuff, and then like you got guys in like the other side of town doing street races, you know?
Right.
So it's like two completely like different things. So I guess what his question was pertaining to was like out here it's kind of starting to do that. And
I've
it's like,
seen some people go to those things, but I've never been to one personally.
yeah,
I've seen people post being in like back of warehouses.
yeah,
Is that
exactly.
exactly what it is?
Yeah, basically.
Yeah, I've actually never been to one, but it looks like they do a lot of burnouts, donuts.
Yeah, like
drag racing even.
yeah, like all that has its time and place. All the takeovers and everything, like you could do that, but do it like, yo, in the back of a warehouse. Like do it where it's like, you know, nobody around.
Right,
like
right.
you can't hurt nobody, and there's like cars farther away than just like
Safely.
in an intersection. Yeah, like safely and stuff. It's like that happening over here. I don't really see it because there's just ain't nobody that like I don't want to say dumb, but I'd say ratchet. Like they ain't nobody that ratchet over here in Orlando to be doing things like that. Like just hosting a takeover where a bunch of people just come and do donuts and shit.
I mean, that could easily get shut down. You know?
Yeah.
Is that a thing in Cali though?
Yeah, it's a thing in Cali, bro.
Really? Okay.
Yeah,
I've
like,
never
you
been
haven't
to
seen
one.
the videos everywhere?
No, I haven't. I must be deprived, dude. I don't know. I watch
You live
YouTube,
on
but
a
I'm only
rock.
on there to watch this guy's videos. So make sure you subscribe to this guy.
Oh man, throw that plug.
Yeah, for real. But no, I've never been to one. So, and I think it's more of me just kind of being conservative. Like one thing that made me afraid of going to car meets is the very first car I had, I took it to a car meet, and that night they got stolen. So I think that was kind of traumatizing for cars and stuff for me.
Yeah.
I was like, I don't want to go to shows or meets because they follow you home or whatnot. So
bro.
it was a sketch situation.
Well,
so.
shoot, when I lived in San Diego, I went to LA and yo, crazy. I actually have a video on YouTube about me going to the meets or whatever. It was funny because like we left San Diego at like 9.
Yeah.
And we got to LA like around 10, like 11 or 11:30, something like that.
Right.
And they already had like 3 locations that they already posted. And went to like the first location, it was already shut down. Cops blocked the road and everything. I was like, oh crap. And we went to like the second and third, and we finally caught up with everybody. And then we started going to like, see all like the people do donuts and like.
Right.
There was actually a guy that like was doing a donut in a Mustang or something, and I hit a FRS.
Oh,
and I was like,
that's the worst.
what? And completely totaled it.
See, that's the thing,
Like,
man.
it's crazy.
You're just there to enjoy it, and I
Yeah.
don't know what your car gets wrecked from someone else's mistakes. That's why it's
Some crazy stuff. But
it's sketch.
yeah, like I don't ever see like Florida doing anything like that, anything that crazy.
I mean, it like taking off.
Yeah, like I
I
don't
don't know.
see that because of the fact that there's not
Actually, I would have expected that more so in Florida than Cali, because of how how strict it is out there.
Yo, the thing is that I guess since this state is more lenient with everything,
It is.
like we really don't have a need for that kind of stuff. It's like, for example,
you're right.
it's
not
like, for
people are-
example, if California bans guns, there's gonna be more people with guns in California because they can't have it. In Florida,
That's true.
guns are like, you can have a gun and you can have a concealed carry,
Right.
and not many people have it, and it's weird. It's just how it is, you
It's
know.
like the more you restrict something, the
Yeah.
more you want. I mean, you want what you can have.
Yeah, exactly.
It's the bottom line. You want what you can have.
Yeah, the more that is gonna, it's inevitable
Yeah,
for that
it's
to
like-
happen.
Like I
you
can't
know?
have it, I want more.
Exactly.
It's like human nature.
It's like you tell me that I can't do something,
Yeah,
I'm gonna
yeah.
do it, or I'm gonna
Stop,
fucking try to
don't touch
prove you
it.
wrong.
You know,
Yeah,
you want to touch it, right? You want to see
Exactly.
how hot it is.
exactly.
Exactly.
That's some crazy stuff. How humans are, like how we just our characteristics and like our human nature. It's crazy.
Right,
how
that's
it
how we
is.
function.
Yeah. But another one, sick underscore nalguitas. If you don't know what nalguitas is,
What is
it's
that?
ass.
How do you say it?
Nalguitas.
Nalitas?
Nalguitas.
Nalitas. Gotcha. I'm gonna use that one then.
Yo. Alright, so this guy was saying, talk about the history with cars, your first memory of what got you into them and all that. So what got you into cars, and like what's your first memory of like cars and stuff?
For me, my first memory of cars, when I actually got into cars, I would say I was maybe like in 8th grade. You know, my sister, who was 6 years older than me, had a boyfriend. He was into cars, and I always kind of looked up to him. He was always more into the VIP, you know, big wheels,
Yeah.
banging system.
Yeah.
But that was my first encounter with cars and actually fixing them up and things like that.
What year was that?
When I was in 8th grade, that was like 1999, 98.
You're that old, bro?
I'm 32.
Get the fuck out of here.
I'm 32. I started high school in 2000. So prior to that,
Oh, okay.
yeah, 98. Would be like 98.
Damn. That's crazy.
98. Those are the days when, you know, the 90s cars, you know, body kits, Black Widow.
Yeah. The Fast and Furious type shit.
That's the book.
Alright. Good? You gonna smoke?
No, I don't do anything.
I don't care.
That's okay.
We're smoking.
We're smoking. I think that's dookie. That's dookie right there, bro.
That's disgusting, bro. That's what it is. Why are you gonna smell it?
I just want to make sure.
No!
No,
You
I don't
do
think it is. Yeah, I'm sure it's not. It smells a little
No, it's
weird,
just
but
chocolate.
It's raining. It's the mud. It's the mud. Bro.
Yeah,
Stop it. Stop it.
Oh my god. Where am I gonna put the ash?
I'll show my floor. I'll sweep it up. I got a sweeper in here.
Alright. So
we were talking
you
about
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So you graduated no. You were
2004 high school.
you graduated in 2004?
Yeah.
Damn,
I
dude.
was 17.
My brother and sister graduated in 2004.
Oh,
I think it's 4 or 2. One of those.
how
They're 34.
you are?
I'm 25.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
I would have never known, dude. I thought he was like 48. No. Yeah, no, I actually am kind of old. Like, now that I think back on it, a lot of like my friends, they're just, you know, kids. It's a kids season right now. Kids and marriage.
Yeah, that's true.
32. But no, yeah, cars, it was a big thing for me back then. If you want to know what my first car was, it was a 1992 Integra GSR. It was Milano Red, and this was the car that I was stolen. So that was the first one.
That's a hot. Oh, focus.
That was the first love. There's a long story behind that though.
That's crazy, bro. Like I had a car, but it was like my sister, like my brother-in-law's car, and I was able to like just, you know, drive that car whenever I wanted to because they, you know, they let me. I was like 17, 18,
Right.
and I was just able to drive that car whenever I wanted. It was a 2001 Toyota Celica GTS. It was a 6-speed.
So, GTS.
Yeah, bro.
2001 Toyota Celica GTS.
Yep.
This wasn't the. Was this a rounded body still?
It wasn't the Celica, like, it was the two-door, like, small, compact Celica with a little spoiler in the back.
Edges, like a lot of edges in that car? Was it a more, not a round body?
It was a little round. It was like a little mini Supra.
Okay.
But that was like the first car that they let me drive, and that was like kind of like my first car kind of deal. But my first car that I bought myself was it was bad, bro. It was a Subaru WRX with STI upgrades. It had STI turbo, STI like body kit or whatever, and that was like in 2013 because I just got stationed in San Diego. I was in the military and shit. My parents didn't really let me have a car when I was in high school and everything, but
where was your favorite place to be stationed? Just wondering.
if I had a chance, I'd get stationed in like Sasebo or like Iwakuni, Japan.
Yeah, just stay there?
Yeah, I'd just stay there.
Wow.
Like I would have probably stayed in the Marine Corps if I would have been stationed over there.
Had a good spot.
Yeah,
makes
bro.
sense.
But yeah, it was a 2004 Acura RSX base model. Like that thing was a tank. Like all I did to it was Megan racing coilovers, and cold air intake. And that thing would like go through water, go through like the rain and everything with the cold air intake down like by the front bumper, and like it'd suck in air and everything. I had a hydro lock. The car would shut off on me, bro. I'd pull over to the side of the road, and I'd like give it a second, turn it back on, give it gas, and all you see is like the condensation coming out the exhaust.
Are cold air intakes that dip down like that even popular nowadays?
Nah, they do the short ramp.
Right.
Yeah.
With like a box containing it, like things.
Well,
like
they don't really do a box. Like they more do like the short ramp. Like right-hand drive Kev, he has the short ramp, but it goes backwards.
Gotcha.
And yeah.
I mean, for this car, it's mostly like boxes, and well, the intake's really close to the turbo and all that, so the heat.
Yeah. But that thing was a tank. The STI or the WRX, that blew up within a matter of like 4 or 5 hours.
What was the cost?
Bro, I have no idea, bro. I was gunning it like every 5-10 minutes because it was the first turbo car that I had and everything.
And then you got the Evo?
No. That's way down the road.
I wish I met you when you had the Evo. That'd be cool. I love Evos.
Bro, that's another story.
That's another podcast.
Yeah, that's another podcast.
We'll do that on the next one.
Exactly. But after I got rid of the WRX, 5 hours after it blowing up or whatever, I went back to the dealer. I was like, yo, like the car that you gave me is like completely done. Like it's blown up and everything. And
it was a new car?
No, it was like a 2004.
But you got it from the dealer?
Yeah, I got it from like a used car dealership.
Gotcha.
And it obviously sketched, but you know.
Dang, and you blew it that quick?
Yeah, bro, I blew within like 5 hours, and that's why I never went back to Subaru. Like I hate Subaru because of that, and because like I don't know, I just hate Subaru sometimes.
I had Subaru for 2 years, but I can't say I hate it. I mean, nothing ever bad happened in those 2 years. But then again, I probably wasn't gunning it like this dude everywhere.
I mean, it's a damn all-wheel drive turbo car. Like it's supposed to take it.
You want to punch it, right?
Bro,
just flat out.
Dude, it's funny that I say that because after that happened, I owned the RSX, and then while owning the RSX, I was building a drag car, which was 92 or 93 EG hatch. It was like white pearlescent, like Lexus kind of white, and it was. I bought that car for, I believe it was like $5,800, and it's funny because that car, I asked my buddy for a $3,000 loan, and he took out the loan for me, and I was like, bro, what the fuck?
That's a friend right
yeah,
there.
no, and then he took out that loan. I paid him off, and I paid the car off.
Right.
And during deployment, I deployed for 6 months to Japan, and during that, yeah, I left it at a shop though.
Okay.
It was Joey Camp's Motorsports in Santee, in San Diego, He built my Honda. That thing was 550 horsepower, 525, something like that.
Oh wow!
And I blew the turbo on the dyno. That's how fucking
on the dyno.
That's how much
Holy
like
crap.
power it had. Like I got on, like it went on the dyno. It had like 84 millimeter sleeves, CP pistons, Manley rods. Like it had everything, bro.
We're talking about EG.
Yeah, EG.
Wow, 500
Yeah.
something in EG.
Yeah.
How did you even put the power down though?
Bro, I didn't. That shit was spinning with slicks in third gear, dog.
Were you always a turbo guy?
I'm
surprised
I love
your EG
turbos.
now is not turbo.
You know what? Like with this EG, I wanted to stay with one theme, and that was a Conjo street racing theme. You know,
And that's all I made.
Yeah, and the Conjo circuit racers and all that, like they always keep their cars NA because they track their cars. Can't really track a turbo car like reliably,
Right,
you know.
right.
So and it's a lot less to deal with and a lot less issues and stuff. So
And you can't beat the scream of all NA motor, right?
exactly, it just sounds amazing.
I do miss that a lot. I wish the new CTRs, FK8, I wish they had more, you know, that VTEC, you know, raw motor sound.
Bro, when
Now
I
it's just turbo.
yeah, like I got into Junie's DC5 Type R.
Yes, it still screams, right?
No.
No?
Bro, the crossover is like
You can't hear it?
you could barely hear the crossover, and I'm like, bro, what the? Like you're a VTEC? He's like, yeah, bro. I'm like, holy crap.
Like, is it all stop?
Yeah, except for
I thought that K28 screams still, no?
I mean, it hauls ass.
Just not like a B18 or nothing like that.
I mean, it hauls like
No, I
a
mean, like,
B18.
sound-wise.
No, sound wise, no. Like the DC5 is quiet compared to like my and
Yeah.
like you know
It lost that
B18C.
scream when it went to K.
Yeah,
K?
it kind of like I don't know if it's his exhaust or like what, like if it's stock or like I don't know. Like I know his car is completely stock, but I don't know if it's because it's stock that it won't like sound like mine. I mean, mine's stock.
It's a cleaner sound, I'm sure. I mean, stock with smaller piping.
I guess, yeah.
Stock piping on that's maybe 2 inches at the most.
Maybe
Two and a quarter,
two and a quarter, two and a half. I don't know, maybe, but I don't know what it is. It's different, you know.
Throw some ITBs on it.
Yeah, that's
No
true.
scream.
But
Spoon exhausts.
yeah, right.
Oh man.
Going back to freaking the RSX and all that. So while I was building the EG, I was out in Japan, and then I came back from Japan. I put like probably $10,000 alone in just the engine, bro.
Wow.
Like it was ridiculous.
That's
like
a lot of money.
I had Skunk 2 Pro cams or Skunk 2 Pro 2 cams.
Wow.
I had like a Precision 5431. The only thing off eBay was oh man, what's that brand where it's like you get manifold?
It was a eBay manifold?
Yeah. It was like JBL or something.
Okay. Shattering it.
I don't know exactly, but it was some eBay brand, like exhaust manifold, and then I picked up like intercooler and intercooler piping for like $200 off of some dude in the streets.
You never showed me this car. I've never seen it.
Well, I'll show you.
Yeah, next time.
But like that thing was quick. I wanted to like build that car for the strip and for a street car as well. Like all my cars that I built, I've always wanted to like daily drive them kind of deal.
Right. Reliability.
Like, yeah, that was the whole intention of like all my builds. But
Good for reliability.
I just feel like I rush my builds all the time. I don't know why. I just feel like I do. Like
I think it's because you just want to get out there and drive it. You know?
exactly. I guess so.
Yeah, I mean, patience plays a big role. I mean, if you can really take your time and, you know, get the parts that you want instead of rushing into parts, you know, you'll build something that you really like and get it tuned properly. I know that when I had my 92 GSR, I actually was in a hit and run accident. So I don't know if you guys probably know, but the 92 GSR is the only car that came with a V17, the 1.7 motor.
Okay.
So this had a V17 GSR motor, only came in the 92 or 93 GSRs. And I was in a hit and run, and I hit the center divider, and I thought everything was good. I thought it was just outside damage. I took it to the shop, turned out the block was completely cracked. They were trying to do a tune-up, and they found like pieces of the block cracked off. So from there, my only option was getting the block, and I wanted more power, so I went V20. So I went V20, kept the V17 head, and then it was basically like a poor man's Type R. I had like Type R headers, Type R manifold, Type all throttle body.
Type R cams.
For what? Yes, and for what it's worth, it was very fast. On the freeway, I would say.
Yeah.
On the street, I didn't really like launching and all that because, dude, every time I did it, everything on my dash would fall off.
Oh my god!
It sounded like the dash disconnected from the car and it was like in the back. So I know you guys know what that feels like.
Everybody that owns a Honda, dog.
Yeah.
Everybody knows that feeling. That's funny.
So then that was a great car until it was stolen, and got it back like 2 days later and it was completely stripped. The wheels were gone, the motor was gone, and the interior was gone because I kept it fairly clean.
Yeah. For me, so after like the RSX and everything, I built it for like 2 years, or I had it for 2 years. It was like my daily driver.
What
like,
car was it?
The RSX.
Yeah.
So after I had it for so long, I almost paid it off. Like I had like $900 left, and I went on a detachment to like Creech Air Force Base in Las Vegas, and I went there for like 2 weeks. I came back, and the apartment complex that I had my car at, they towed my fucking car, bro.
No way.
Yeah, and they wanted like
Why?
They towed it because I don't know, it was in a parking spot and nobody moved it for two weeks.
Oh, because it was idle. It was like no.
I guess so, yeah. So they towed the car, bro, and I was like, "Are you serious?"
That's
it was,
whack.
bro.
Usually they'll warn you. They'll put like a sticker on the window.
No, yeah, or something, bro. But like, I had the car there for like 2 weeks, and by that time, I had my Evo already.
Right.
So the car got towed. I went to impound. I was like, "Yo, how much is it to get it out?" They were like, "It's $900." I was like, I just paid $900 to pay off the car. Why would I pay $900 to get it out of impound and then pay another $900 to pay it off?
Right.
So I was like, "Yo, keep the car." Basically, yo, just let me get the stuff out of the car, keep the car, since I already had the Evo. So I was like,
it's like
whatever.
You're okay with letting it go.
Yeah, exactly. And it was like, I owned that car for about 2 years.
I've seen some of your videos with Evo. It's pretty cool. I went back that far.
Damn, dude.
Yeah, I went back to your.
That was a good times, dog.
Yeah.
The Evo, man. I could talk a little bit about the Evo, man. The Evo was a beast of its own, dog. I loved it.
It never made it to Florida, huh?
Nah. It was a 2005 Evo 8 MR, 6-speed. It had a Shep Stage 1 T-case. I rebuilt it because my T-case went out. It had that. It had full exhaust. The only thing, it was like basically a straight pipe to a muffler. It had precision 6262 AMS sheet metal intake manifold, 1000cc inject dynamics injectors. It had dock racing and exhaust manifold. It had AEM fuel pressure.
Sounds like a lot of money into
regulator. Yeah, I spent probably $8,000 in it on my second deployment. Yeah, second deployment, it was done, bro. That was. Let's go.
Yeah, there you go.
But I actually finished that build when I got out of the military.
Why'd you get rid of it? Is the question.
The thing, bro, I don't know, man.
Why?
The thing is, once I get another car, like I'll get rid of my last car. So it's like, I don't know.
Instead of having 2 cars, right?
Yeah. Instead of having 2 cars, I just stick with one. But the RX-7 is not gonna make me change my mind about selling the damn hatch.
I've never seen his RX-7, but it does look pretty cool, and I love that.
Didn't you see it at one of the meets at Ace Cafe?
No. It was there, but I never went to go look at it.
Okay.
We were hanging out the bars.
Yeah. No, this guy's an alcoholic. I swear to God.
No, I'm not.
He's like, when I pulled up, he was like, "Yo, I got the Modelos on time." I was like, this fool ready.
It's Friday, guys. Work's been crazy. We got a drink.
Yo, work has been crazy, bro.
Yeah.
Another story. My job at Ferrari. I gotta watch what I say because I don't want to get fired. But that's another story.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, it's like the Evo was it was amazing. Like, even when it had 350 horsepower, it was one of the funnest cars I've had. Simply because it was all-wheel drive. Simply because it was all-wheel drive and turbo. Like, that car was, I was able to drift that thing with 350 horsepower, bro.
Drift? Wow.
Yeah, like, I literally gymkhana that thing, like, in an empty parking lot. And, like, my boys were lined up in the back of the parking lot. And I'd go and, like, you know, go, turn left. And then I'd, like, give it gas, like kind of like, you know, pop the clutch kind of deal, and I'd just go in a full drift, and I was good at it, bro. I was good at all-wheel drive drift.
You know, my buddy had a Evo, I think same year as yours, but it wasn't MR.
Yeah.
And this is the time I had a 2015 STI, and we would race, and he would literally neck and neck me.
Yeah.
2015 STI to just the Evo.
The reason why I love Evos is because
they're fast. They're very fast.
The Evo, the block is bulletproof, bro. You could have that block and put whatever you want into it, like into the head and into like supporting mods.
Right.
And you could push 650, 600 horsepower safely, bro.
So it could just take a lot of power.
It could. You know why?
Wow.
Because it was a closed deck. It didn't have any sleeves.
Wow.
And it was 10-to-1, I believe, compression pistons.
Yeah.
So it was like 10-to-1 with a good sized turbo. Like that thing is just like one of my buddies in San Diego, Mikey Speck. That dude, he was killing everybody on the streets
Evo.
with a stock block Evo, forward facing 5858, side exit, and carbon doors, and he was just killing everybody.
Bro, I feel like you could achieve an easy 500-600 horsepower on an Evo.
Bro,
Easily.
it's ridiculous. You put a bigger turbo, an exhaust, freaking exhaust manifold, and like it's just simple bolt-ons.
Yeah.
And the 85.
Yeah. I mean, even with the new CTR like this car, it's full bolt-ons, and even with that, you cannot achieve, 400 if you're lucky, and if you're pushing it more than that with the 85, which they do make a flex fuel kit now, it's very risky because you're risking the.
Bro, but aren't these like K-series?
They are, but I mean, a lot of guys who have this car that have pushed it beyond 400 without building internals, they're blowing their motors.
That's ridiculous, bro.
Yeah, you know,
because it's like
you'd expect a little more, but
yeah,
you gotta play it safe. You gotta stay below 4.
Because like,
torque, especially torque-wise.
If it was me and if I saw that issue with this car, I'd just throw a K24, K20, and I'd throw a swap in there because it's like if I can't make power with a FK8 Type R, then I'd rather just
that's true.
Throw a Frankenstein in there and boost like
a lot of the guys with those K24
racing or something.
10-second cars.
Yeah.
Fully built.
Exactly, bro. And the thing is insane. It looks amazing. I know it handles well. It's just it's kind of like missing that power factor, you know?
It does. You're almost limited. I mean, I feel like it does handle very well, which is what it's really known for.
Yeah, exactly.
And the power is great for what it can handle. So, I mean, even right now, the car spins gears in first, second, third. So, to go beyond that, it's kind of like, what are you looking for? You want a car that can handle, or you want power, or are you drag racing?
Exactly. You want a track car, or you want a drag car?
It all depends what you're really looking for. So.
Yeah.
And I feel like if you want a drag car, this is probably not the car you want to buy. The FK8 is not. Although there's some guys.
You mean drag car, not
drag car?
Yeah. If you want a drag car, it's not the car you want to buy.
Yeah.
You're right.
Some guys that are pushing, like, they've hit 11 seconds in this car, but that's in Puerto Rico, and I don't know what they're doing out there. They got some secret sauce over there. I don't know.
Puerto Rico got that shit, dog.
Dude, they just go fast over there.
Another thing, dog. I'm not Puerto Rican. I'm Cuban, guys. So y'all be telling me like all this like Puerto Rican type slang or like this and that, and I'm like, yeah, man, like that's cool, dog. I ain't Puerto Rican though.
Yeah, me too. A lot of the guys that I meet out here are Puerto Rican, so.
Oh yeah, that's.
You gotta learn the language sometimes.
Dude, that's why I think that takeovers will never like get over here, because we got too many Puerto Ricans with too many front-wheel drive cars. They don't care about rear-wheel drive cars, and over there in San Diego, LA, you got all the Mexicans, all the Filipinos with rear-wheel drive trucks and like Mustangs and beaters and stuff, and they don't care.
Yeah, they go all out.
Yeah, they just go all out. They whatever. Let's slide. Let's do donuts.
Exactly.
You know? Shit is crazy.
This is very crazy.
Yeah. But let's see if there's any other topics.
What other questions are we getting here? I thought this was Ash on your pants, man.
Nah, bro. Super dry. This is the biggest hype beast right here.
Nah, not even. You see the shirt I'm wearing is in and out. We repping Cali over here.
Oh man.
Yeah, I got a camera, but it doesn't record video, I think.
Really?
Yeah, I don't think so.
One question I get a lot, like in my DMs or like just in general, is what are my tire specs? My tire specs are 225, 50, 15s. Like yeah, 50 is a lot of meat, but I like it.
It's all about the meat.
Pause.
You gotta
You know.
have meat, yeah.
All right.
Especially with the potholes around here, you want a lot of meat on your tires.
Yeah, you don't want to ruin your wheels, your $2,700 wheels or something.
Exactly. You know, I prefer the thick, beefier tire. You know? I'll never do a 30 series or 30. 35 is even too thin for me now.
Yeah, man.
40 at the minimum.
It's crazy, dude. I don't know, man.
Yeah, the car game's crazy now. You know,
Yeah.
there's a lot going on.
I don't really know what else we can talk about. I mean, we have a lot of stories.
Yeah.
We have a lot of stuff that we can talk about. What's the craziest thing that you, like, I don't know, experienced in the car world?
In the car world? In the car world. I mean, I'm not a drifter by any means, but I hang out with a lot of guys who are, especially back in Cali. But I feel like drifting is a pretty intense and cool thing.
Yeah.
You know, I've been in some cars back in the day where they're just drifting around back lots and literally getting full sideways on like an 8086.
Yeah.
You know, and that was really fun for me. And I've never actually drifted a car, but I feel like that's just a dope thing to be able to control a car at that.
While
kind of thing.
while it's going sideways.
That's
basically.
pretty crazy to me. I feel like that's pretty cool, and I'd like to do it one time, but probably not in this thing.
No, hell no.
No way.
Well,
End up in a wall.
yeah. Would you ever buy a car just like solely to, like, I don't know, get into drifting?
Yeah, if the money was there, for sure. Why not? For sure. If the money was there, for sure.
I mean, that's kind of like the whole reason why I bought the RX-7 as well. It's more like,
Play with it.
yeah, to play with it, to get to know the rotary engine a little more,
Right.
and to
That's an engine that I really could not tell you anything about, honestly.
bro, I heard that thing is simple as hell to take apart, to put back together, and everything. All the Puerto Ricans over here go crazy. Yo, the craziest thing, I never saw an RX-7 or anything rotary in California, dude.
Really?
Yeah, like everybody out here, it's because all the Puerto Ricans, bro. All the Puerto Ricans love the rotary engine over here. Yeah, bro. Like, it's ridiculous.
Yeah, I can't say. I mean, rotaries in Cali, nah. I mean, I knew a few people who had RX-7s, but yeah, nah, they crashed those real quick, drifting them easy.
I mean, I see some sick rotaries and RX-7s out here, and I love them. Like, there was one guy in Cali that I know about that really enjoyed RX-7s, and that was he worked with my buddy on base as a policeman, but he was a civilian.
Right.
And he had, like, all his cars were rotary. He had a Datsun 510, I believe. He had a Starlet, I think, and he also has he has a FD, and he also had like something else that you wouldn't think is rotary. Oh, he also had like an RX3. That thing was amazing, bro. I love the RX3s, honestly.
That's very old, right?
Yeah, that's like 70s.
It's almost like rounded.
Yeah, it's kind of like an old Corolla.
It's small too, right? It's very.
Yeah. It's kind of like old Corolla.
I've seen one of those builds on the Jay Leno garage. There's about their.
That's crazy.
Yeah, some of them.
Yeah, but I don't know, man. I love, like, I'm starting. Yo, that rotary bug is getting me, dog. It's just kind of something that I want to get into. I love
man.
that noise. Like, I love everything about it.
Start drifting it, man, so I can hang out with you and make some videos of this guy.
Hey, man, I got some parts that I ordered for the RX-7.
Yeah.
I ordered like $2,000 worth, actually like $3,000 worth of parts.
Wow.
Bro, all credit. That is the worst thing about me, man.
Wow.
Like, I impulse buy so bad, and it's like I spend money I don't have at all, and it's like
it's too easy.
Yeah, it's like, why do I do these things?
Yeah, you don't see it, so you just swipe.
And the funny part is that when I blew my tire on this EG, like last Friday, I was looking and I was like, damn, let me see how much they are, like how much the R blades go for, and I knew it was gonna be like $600-700.
Is that what tires you put on?
Yeah.
What was our car?
The same thing.
Oh, so you got the same tires?
Yeah.
What does the tire cost for those?
$155 each. So around like $655.
That's pretty expensive. Especially for that size, it's not that big either, right?
Yeah, but I mean, R blades for size 18 rim was like $1,200.
Oh yeah.
So you know, you do the math and everything. It's all right.
Like,
you know,
$150 a tire for what? 15, 16s.
15s.
Nice.
Yeah, so like I don't know, man. Like I lost my train of thought.
We're talking about FDs, drifting, cars, credit, charging.
Oh yeah. So after
Charge
like
it, guys, just charge it.
after I was like, let me see how much they are, and it said you can pay with PayPal credit, and I was like, okay, cool. And then I look at you can apply for PayPal credit. I was like, all right, cool. I applied. I was like, I'm probably gonna get denied because I get denied for everything. Cause my credit's good, but it's like I owe so much to everybody, and I see, and I'm like, oh shit, I got approved for the PayPal credit, and it was like $3,000 limit or whatever.
Oh no.
I was like, all right, cool.
Oh, no.
That night, bro.
Bad move, PayPal.
That night.
Y'all should never approve this guy. He's gonna go wild on the parts now.
That night I spent $3,000 on the car.
That night?
Yeah, that night, dude. I spent $600. No, it was like $655 on the tires for the EG.
Jeez.
And then that was the only thing I bought for the EG.
But I mean, that was necessary. You need tires.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean,
and
it's stuff you need, then sure.
Yeah. And then I bought air pump block off plates for the RX-7. I bought BC street coilovers for the RX-7. I bought
Nothing for this UG?
No, nothing.
Oh.
The RX-7, the suspension alone was like $1,000, and I was like, holy crap!
This channel is gonna turn into FD, guys. He's spending all his money there.
The thing is, if I go into the FD, I wanted to open up for another platform, for another
I mean, how far are you gonna go though?
Yeah.
Where's the FD? Like, I mean,
The FD's gonna be a full drift build.
Wow.
Like it's gonna be that and my daily.
So we're gonna gut that thing, right?
Yeah, probably. Yeah, probably. I mean, right now it's comfortable, honestly, because it has like the stock suspension and it's like driving with a boat and everything.
I
It's
never
kind of
been
heavy.
an FC. But in FD, not an FC.
I don't know. You can tell it's pretty heavy and
Is
everything.
it? Interesting.
But it's a cool car, man. I love that car
Yeah.
when it works.
It honestly, it's a classic. You know,
Yeah.
the way it looks is just amazing.
That
It'll
was
never get old.
Yeah, that was the same thing about the Evo. The Evo was always broken, and thank God I had a friend that had like 3 cars. Yeah, bro. The Evo, it took 3 months to install the new, to ship out my transfer case, get it built by Shep's Trans, and then get it brought back and installed.
Damn.
And it took 3 months, bro, and I was dying. I was borrowing my friend's Miata.
It's a lot of work.
Bro, it was ridiculous. But shout out to Brandon Cox.
What is that, homie?
Yeah, he's a homie. Shout out to Brandon. But it was crazy, man. Like I love that car though. Every time it was down, like I'd be sad about it, but I love that car because of the fact that it was so simple for me to work on. Once you work on that car,
The
Evo.
The Evo.
So like once you work on the Evo, you knew like what went wrong with it, like how to fix it. You knew everything about that car. Like all you needed was a couple sockets, 3/8 half-inch wrench or a ratchet, and that's basically it, bro. Like you were able to do like with the 12, 10, the 14 or 17, and a 19. Like I was able to change alternator, water pump, exhaust manifold studs, intake manifold. I was basically able to do everything. I did ARP head studs on my Evo as well.
You're pretty comfortable with the Evo,
Bro, I love the Evo. The Evo is the easiest car that I've ever worked on. Besides Honda.
Over Honda? Honda's
I mean,
there.
I never really fucked with, like I had my Honda,
Yeah.
but my first Honda was built by a shop.
Oh, so you didn't have to wrench on too much.
Yeah, exactly. I didn't get to wrench on it.
Yeah.
Only when like it broke or something,
Right.
something I already knew, like an ejector fucking came off because it didn't have any clips on it or something, so I plug it back in and shit like that. But the drag EG, it was built well,
Sick.
and it was tuned. Like anything that did go wrong with that was because of the tuning or something like that. Because I had 2000cc injectors, I had the fuel, I had the power, like I had all the supporting modifications, so it was good. It was a good car.
Yeah.
But
That's what's up.
yeah, like the Evo, I helped my buddy, and I learned a lot from Mikey and it was like anything that I had questions on, he was always there to answer my questions or help me out.
Yeah, it's always good to have people like that, you know?
Yeah, it was cool, man. It was cool.
Your back and help you work on shit.
Exactly. Yeah.
Cool video.
But all right, guys. I guess this wraps it up for the first podcast. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I don't know. Leave us some topics. Leave us something to talk about next time.
Yeah.
If you guys want to know more about like any of the cars that I've owned, or like any of the cars that he's owned, or
We got some stories.
yeah, if you guys want to see a review on the FK8, let me know, because I've been planning on this for like ever. But he's like, yo, let's just wait.
He's been asking, and I know I've kind of been putting him off. I've been busy waiting for certain parts, but I actually got the things that I was saying that I wanted to wait for.
Yeah.
So we got them now, and we could do a full review. We could do some pulls, we could do some drives, and the car's really fun. You know, it's full bolt-ons, it's tuned, so should be a good time.
Lake Nona, man.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's do
But
it.
I'll see you guys next time. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Leave a like, subscribe, everything. All right, guys. I love y'all.
Peace.
Deuces.
She said, put it in her mouth. 99 problems, but